Hello and welcome to MidnightSilverCrafters.com. My name's Steve and I'll be your host. Today in this video, we're going to learn an awesome new way to make patterns for lost wax casting. Okay, I'm doing this project with a friend of mine, David Cullison. David's over there in the UK, and this is David's logo right here. Right here up on the screen is David's actual name on Instagram. If you wanna follow David, he's just doing some amazing work. David's over there in the UK. But what I want to show you is this. Now you see this this pattern right here. Now we're making these patterns. Now this pattern right here is for a belt buckle, all right? And we got this. This is a belt buckle, and this is going to be a token right here. This is a small little pattern, and this is going to be a token. I mean a belt buckle. And the little pattern is going to be some tokens. But what I wanted to share with you today is this is just an amazing way to make some patterns. And what we're going to do, we're going to make silicone molds, and we're going to pour wax in them, and we're going to get our wax patterns for our belt buckles and our tokens. But if you see right here, I'm trying to zoom in and get you a little bit of focus on this, but this is just amazing texture on here. And if you look at it, it's carved out. You see those letters, you see that image is raised on the surface, but it's carved out, and it's just amazing detail, and it's just an incredible, beautiful look. Now exactly what this looks like exactly is sandblasted signs. If you ever seen a sandblasted sign, they're carved out like this. See, and I used to make these sandblasted signs. I owned a big sign shop and a screen printing business. I just sold my whole business, but right here you go. Now look at that beautiful. It looks like it's just carved. It's carved down in there, and it's just incredible how sweet this comes out. But I came up with this, and I want to show you this. This is dead simple to do, and you can do this. Anybody can do this. You can make these patterns. You can make all kinds of stuff with these patterns, so you just make your pattern, and then you make a silicone mold off of this pattern. But I'm going to show you right now how dead simple this is to do, and you're not going to believe how simple this is. You just get a little vinyl cutter. I cut this out. Now this is vinyl, okay? I just cut this out in vinyl. I cut that on my Cricut. I got a little Cricut vinyl cutter. You can use any vinyl cutter, but the little Cricut vinyl cutters at Michael's are real good. But all you do is you take your pattern like this, and you cut it out in some vinyl, all right? Now, I'll show you what you're going to need, and it's dead simple to do this, and you might want to try this. It's awesome. But all you're going to need is your little pattern right here, your vinyl pattern, and then you're going to need some of this stuff right here. Now, you see this? This stuff is called Flex Seal. It's a coating. It's a rubberized coating. See, I got the clear right here. I think you could probably use any color, but I went with the clear. But all you do is, it's so simple, it takes literally seconds, and I'm talking literally seconds, to go from art, which is right here, to a finished wax pattern, all right? Now, I'll show you a wax pattern right here. Okay, now this is a wax pattern. Okay, now this pattern is not 100% perfect because I made this pattern right here. This is wax, but I made this wax pattern in a plaster mold, which you can use plaster molds, but if you want all that beautiful detail, you're better off to go with silicone. That's why we're making new silicone molds. All right, but here's what you do. It's dead simple. Cut your vinyl. All right, and put your transfer tape. Put your transfer tape on it. Get you a can of this. Okay, and then now the easiest thing of all is this. I'm going to show you. Okay, but now like I said, this process takes literally seconds. But all you do is you go and get you some of this foam board. This is the foam board from the Dollar Tree. It's that soft foam board, and it's laminated on both sides with the paper. Well, all you do is you get you a piece of this foam board. Okay, it's only $1 and it's a big sheet. You can do a lot of patterns. But you just take that vinyl that you cut after you transfer tape it and you just stick it. Now you peel this paper up. See, I peeled that. This paper, just peel one side of your paper back and just peel it right off of there. And make sure you stick your vinyl right onto the foam. It's real smooth. It's real smooth surface, and that vinyl sticks beautiful to that foam. But all you do is stick your pattern down. See, there's our pattern for our token. I got my belt buckle pattern. I got it over here, but I made a mistake. I put it over the paper. I got to redo this. Don't put it on the paper side. I'm so excited here that I need to just slow down and watch what I'm doing, but I'm so excited about this process. But there it is. Now, all you do, you put that vinyl on there, and you take this stuff right here, this Flex Seal, and you just mist a coat of Flex Seal right over that. That's all you do. You just mist it. You shake the can up real good, and you lightly mist over the top of that pattern, and let it set for a minute, and you'll then look at it, and then it'll just carve that. It'll carve that right out of that foam. It'll just carve it right down, just like a sandblasted sign. It looks 100% identical to a sandblasted sign, and the reason I say that is I've made lots and lots and lots of sandblasted signs in my sign business. I had a sign business and a screen printing business, and I did a lot of screen printing and a lot of signs. But there you go. That's it. Now that's the whole process. It's dead simple. It literally takes seconds. But you're gonna wanna stay tuned, because this very next video we got coming up. The very next video, we're gonna do a casting. We're gonna cast these tokens, and we're gonna do some castings. We're gonna cast some tokens, and we're gonna cast some belt buckles. Okay, and we're gonna cast them in bronze and aluminum. Okay, right here, like I said, there's my wax pattern. Now this wax pattern, is not perfect, but it could have been. But see, now you can go with the best way, if you want to do this process, the best way is to go with a silicone mold. Now I made this right here, I made that just off of a straight plaster mold, and you look at it and it's nice. It looks nice. But there was some air bubbles. See, I got some air bubbles in there, see? But now, if you just go with plaster, you can make a plaster mold, okay, right off of these patterns. Here's the foam pattern. There's the foam pattern. But you can make a plaster mold and it'll work. But what you got to do, you got to get all the air bubbles out of that plaster. But if you want a real sweet mold, go with silicone. Pourable silicone, and just pour that down over there. This is an open back mold. This is a one-piece mold. See, now right here's the plaster mold that we made right here. See, there's the plaster mold. And it works beautiful. You got to put some release agent. You put some Vaseline on there a little bit. But you can just pour. See, I just poured this wax right down on that plaster. Just poured it, melted it. No wax injector, no nothing. But there you go. All right, now I just wanted to share this little process. This is amazing. I just can't get over how lightning fast this whole process is. But be sure to watch this next video coming up, because it's going to be a complete start to finish video, and me and David, we're gonna do this together. But you can, like I said, you can go look at David's work. You can find him on Instagram. Right here's his right here's his Instagram name, so go check out David's work. I'll tell you what, David's got me beat, I believe, by a long shot. But all right, well, I think I'm going to end it here. If you haven't already subscribed to this video, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you do subscribe. I think you'd learn a whole lot. What I cover on this channel, I cover casting. I do jewelry casting. I do lost wax casting and jewelry casting. And I also do silversmithing, and I teach silversmithing and jewelry making. And I think you'd learn a lot if you subscribe to my channel. And if you do decide that you want to subscribe, if you would just leave me a comment down there in the comment box and just put "I subscribe," I just think that would be awesome, and I'd really appreciate that, and it would really help me out a whole lot as far as growing the channel. But yeah, there you go. All right, now make sure you don't miss this next video, because like I said, it's going to be start to finish. We're going to go from these wax patterns, and we're going to do some castings. We're going to do some investment casting molds, and we're going to cast these belt buckles and these tokens, which are a lot smaller than this belt, and I think it's just going to be an epic video, and you just don't want to miss it. So, all right, I think I'm going to end it here. Well, it's been fun. My name's Steve, and I'll talk to you in the next video.